Bible Study with Zelena Carpenter. Matthew 7. We're going to be reading from the Holy Bible, references, King James Version, American Bible Society. That's the book that I'm going to be using to read this specific chapter. Matthew 7. Judge not that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you. Again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs. Neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and render you. Ask, seek, knock. Luke 11:9-13. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. Or what man is there of you, whom if his son ask bread, will he give him a stone? Or if he ask a fish, will he give him a serpent? If ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask him? Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets. The narrow gate. Enter ye in at the strait gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. A tree is known by its fruit. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns, or figs of thistles? Even so every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewed down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. I never knew you. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter unto the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in the day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. The two foundations. Therefore, whosoever heareth these things of mine, and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, and doing them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And it came to pass, when Jesus had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine. For he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribes. For he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribes. And I would like to read, because I preach, because the word is Yahweh's word, and the word will come out as the word shall come out. It shall come out as it will be spoken. And Matthew 8, and I must speak. Jesus cleanses the leper. When he was come down from the mountain, great multitudes followed him. And behold, there came a leper, and worshipped him, saying, Lord, if thou wilt, thou canst make me clean. And Jesus put forth his hand and touched him, saying, I will, be thou clean. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. And Jesus saith unto him, See thou tell no man, go thy way, show thyself to the priest, and offer the gift that Moses commanded for a testimony unto him. A centurion's servant's hill. And when Jesus was entered unto Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion, beseeching him and saying, Lord, my servant lieth at home sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. And Jesus said unto him, I will come and heal him. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof and speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. For I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me, and I say to this man, Go, and he goeth, and to another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth it. When Jesus heard it, he marveled, and said to them that followed, Verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and west, and I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. I say, in the kingdom of heaven. I was told that they said that they changed the word kingdom to mean government. And I cast down that man who say a lie. Because it says here, it is say the truth, and it says in the kingdom of heaven, there is no government of a heaven. There is no heaven of a government. That is the blasphemy. It's a lie of a sinning man. I say again, and I say that, and I say unto you that many shall come from the east and west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. Sit down in the kingdom of heaven. That is conversing. It's a conference. It is a meet, a reunion from the east and the west. We must understand that there is many history. Much marvel of much men that we will never have, never have such a blessing to witness, to be a part of. Such a truth. And we are sitting in a day right now where we are totally confused, right? About our positions and who belongs where and where he should be and where they should be and who gets to decide that. Who gets to decide that? Who gets to decide that but a serpent? We are living in a modern day of a serpent, prophet, God, the not child of Yahweh, the curse of sin. Okay? And I say unto you that many shall come from the east and west and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out unto outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out unto outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. What does that sound like? Wake up. Wake up, my people. Wake up, my people. What does that sound like? Are we not living that? Are we not living that now? Are we not witnessing from the east and the west? Are we not witnessing what is taking place here with the children? Hold up. It said that. Did you hear? Wait a minute. Are we not seeing the children crying and being cast out into the darkness? From the darkness, where is that? Is it not a pit of darkness if you're taking from your parents, from your safety and your comfort? It's not darkness. Only a man of sin living in darkness could not see that is not light there. Weeping and gnashing of teeth, I am not saying it is written. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth as the children are trying to return back. Hold up. Jesus heals. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And Jesus said unto the centurion, Go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the same hour. And I say to you mothers out there, I say, translate. I say you send this to our Mexicans, to our Puerto Ricans, to our Guatemalans. You sing this to our people, and you tell our people this, that you need to understand what these words are saying. And Jesus said unto the centurion, go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the self-same hour. Do you understand? Do not put your faith in a serpent dwelling reptile. Do not put your faith in the enemy. Do not put your faith in sin. Do not put your faith in darkness. Do not put your faith in them. They are trying to get you to do what has already been done historically, over and over and over and over and over again. And it is only going to be done with proportionate infiltration or with voluntary act. We are living in a day where every answer is right there in your face, and yet they got you picking the other option. Hold up. Because while those kids are crying, you're signing them over, and those children depend on you. If you do not understand anything, if you do not understand the context, you do not sign a thing. You do not sign a thing. Because, see, let me tell you something. In faith, you don't need to sign a thing. In faith, you are standing upright as a human being, as a master over your life, in authority over your children and your property. Understand this. A government is a body of people. And if that government is an abolishment of a body of people, or if that government is a terrorist in itself, or if that government is a part of the problem, or if that government is the absolute darkness, well then how do you think you're ever going to find your way to light through it? Because any light that it gives you, it's not doing you a favor. It's not allowed you your right to gain access to a lightful source of your option. It's going to give you the light that it decides, the lightning that it suits you for it. And so we need to consider things a lot better about how we are absolutely not doing right by each other, and we are not doing right for ourselves. And more certainly, we are doing awful to these children. Awful to these children. You women are going to have to wake up, and you're going to have to be stronger. You're going to have better faith in yourself. You're going to have to believe that there is a worth in you that even you cannot deny. It's there. You are brave. You are stronger than that. Let me tell you something. There is nowhere I am going to go or be other than my nation and my country. And one thing is, no matter how devastating the circumstances are, it is going to be even more devastating going to a foreign land or somewhere else. And so what I'm going to tell you people is this. Stay put, steadfast, and learn something called faith. Learn it. Stand on it. Believe in it. And believe in yourself that you can actually effectuate change in your life. And actualize the faith to make your life a more progressive situation instead of a place of desolation. Because that is the power that we are giving as a unit to a united front. An enemy. And I'm going to tell you something. That any enemy must be defeated for you to find your way to the kingdom of heaven. Or you leave yourself here, subtile and inept to this person's ineptness, to this person's destruction, to this person's inferiority, and to this person's sin. Stand upright. You can't blame that man when it comes your time for you to go to heaven or hell. If it exists, and you want to be in a paradise, I mean, I should hope that you want to be. I could imagine just burning forever, being just something no one would want. And so I'm just going to tell you. And if so, why would you want to take your babies with you there? So if you can give them anything, you give them right knowledge, you give them truth, and you give them faith, and you give them Yahweh. Because that's all they need. That's all I've ever had. When parents not there, when we are absent, or when we don't have our siblings, when we don't have a significant other, and our children are making us feel unappreciated, or they're the most selfish people on earth, we have Yahweh. And to help us get it all back into better perspective, so that we can get what is most out of life for ourselves, and then those that we love. And ensuring that whatever happens to us, especially, that our children are not left here empty, desolate, helpless, in a stupor, and no way to be able to fend for themselves or to provide for themselves. That is on you when you decide to bring birth. Give birth, bring a life to a child into this earth. You know that it's not perfect. You know that it comes with storms, devastation, travesty. And you know that they're going to have to endure all of that to make their way to heaven if they're lucky. Because we know that the narrow gate, many is not taking. Many are running right through that big space open. Because there's lots of room and they just have a whole big old carousel ride and just enjoying themselves. They're never becoming conscious of anything. And so when their time's up, they're going to burn. But why should you go burn with them? So I want you to think about this. And you read Matthew 7, you read Matthew 8, and you read it over again. And whatever Bible you have, if you have that in it, you read it. Some don't. I mean, I have Bibles that don't have it that I read. So, but I wanted to read the specific, use this version for this Bible study today. And I want to pray with you all. And I want to pray and I want to say that I hope that, first I want to say that I hope that each of you out there are being as supportive to one another as you can be, as loving to your brothers and sisters. I'm not saying your parents' children, but to your communities, to your babies and your offspring. We all need each other right now. We all need each other. And it's going to be so important for all nations to pull together against the enemy. There's one enemy against many nations. And everyone's going to have to decide what progress is for them. What is humanity? What is a human being? What is the kingdom of heaven? What is faith?